Welcome to this week's TDD Weekly Report for the week ending May 30th. First up, I have a story out of China. I'll throw up a little bit bigger picture so you can see this a little bit better. Evidently, it's not a totally uncommon thing, although I've never seen it before, but cats can actually grow wings on their back. This one's out of, I'll try to pronounce this right, but I think it's Chongqing, China, in the Sichuan province. The furry feline has developed wings. Though born looking completely normal, after it reached 1 year of age, it started sprouting wing-shaped appendages on either side of its spine. Some think it's a mutation of some form, or a Siamese twin cat growing out of the cat. Veterinarians themselves say that it's probably some type of defect due to either a genetic defect, sometimes types of chemicals the mother cats might possibly ingest, but it's not totally unheard of, and it is actually, there's been other cases of this happen in the UK and China itself, along with other places. Veterinary experts said that despite the hard inner core of the wings, they don't harm the cat's quality of life, safety, or anything else. So it is just a genetic defect, but nothing to harm the cat. I also looked at a bunch of versions of the story to try to find the name of the cat, but none of the stories actually tell what the name of the cat is itself. I'm calling this next story Unintended Consequences. Two environmental activists, Raoul Surkoff and Richard Spink, set out to sail from Bristol, England in May on a 40-foot boat, and it was outfitted with solar panels and a wind turbine. They were going to try to make the first carbon-neutral crossing of Greenland's polar ice cap, not using any extra fuel, trying to use just things that are renewable resources. This was going to be monitored by 25,000 school children in Bristol, England, I guess as a part of some kind of science project or something. However, 400 miles off of the coast, a hurricane-force wind destroyed the boat. They were very lucky. They were rescued and picked up by a ship. The ship that rescued them happened to be a tanker carrying 680,000 barrels of crude oil, so that was rather unusual. So what do we have this week from Down Under, Ben?
Thanks, Chuck, and g'day everyone. The Guinness Book of World Records is being sued by the man that they have named as the person who has filed the most lawsuits. Jonathan Lee Riches, also known as Ivan Picard, alleges that Guinness is planning to print false information about him, and he also objects to the names they have given him, which includes the Litigator Crusader, the Duke of Lawsuits, Johnny Tsunami, Superman, and the Patrick Ewing of Suing. Riches, who is receiving treatment for mental health problems, has filed lawsuits against George W. Bush, Britney Spears, Martha Stewart, Somali pirates, Plato, Nostradamus, and the Eiffel Tower, just to name a few. Riches plans to open a Lawsuit 101 shop to teach Americans how to file pro se lawsuits, but he'll have to wait until he's released from jail in 2012. Mitsubishi Motors in New Zealand have come up with a novel advertising campaign to beat the global recession. They are giving away a free goat with every Triton pickup sold. Well, that might be a great idea if you're having problems with weed control, but it's amazing what lengths that people will go to just to sell you a car. And now to Germany, where a 27-year-old man trying to impress his friends has stuffed a loaded gun in his trousers and blown his manlyhood apart. He was so embarrassed that he told police that a mugger had shot him, but the fact that there was no entry hole in his jeans was a dead giveaway. He now faces 3 years in jail for making a false complaint and breaching Germany's new anti-gun laws. Well, that's it from me this week. Back to you, Chuck.
Thanks, Ben. As you know, Father's Day is coming up. Now, in Germany, they already did have Father's Day. They celebrate Father's Day in May, but I'm sure they will, if you're willing to pay the expense, they will provide this enjoyable activity. So if you happen to be in Germany with your dad, take him to the Panzer Fun Driving School. They have 13 Soviet armored vehicles available to rent. So your father, after taking a short class, can actually go for a drive in one of these armored vehicles, and for an extra fee, they will actually let you run over an old car and crush it. So that sounds like something fun to do. But as an alternative, if you're in the United States, this very creative entrepreneur, he used to race vehicles, mud type of vehicles, and monster type of monster truck vehicles, ATVs, over private property and get chased out as a kid. So he decided when he got older and could afford it, he was going to build his own large playground that adults can play in with their vehicles. So he got 800 acres bought and permitted. It was about a 2-year permit process, but now this area near Naples, Florida is called the Redneck Yacht Club. And the website for this, if you want to check it out, they've got a lot of cool pictures and stuff. It's called Redneck Yacht Club FL, the FL for Florida.com. That's Redneck Yacht Club FL.com. Go there and take a look at some of it. One mechanic told the Sarasota Herald Tribune in April that he'd spent $15,000 fixing up a rig. This was a rig with 6-foot tires and a skull ornament to be able to play in the new playground. It accommodates mud buggies, trucks, jeeps, things like that. It's basically just mud, dirt, swamp, and water, just a playground. And he's got tracks built up. He even has a little spray car wash too. When you get your vehicle too mudded up, you can actually go through a little spray car wash and actually wash it off. So that sounds like a fun thing to do possibly. I think it's around a $40 fee to get in for the weekend pass. Maybe something like $30 a day, $40 weekend fee. It's all listed on the website, so go and check that out. That would make a pretty fun Father's Day for a redneck type of father. So that's it for this week. Take care, everybody. I will catch you next week.
Oh!